Yeah, hello. Welcome back to Throat Chakra Thursday, y'all. I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident white-facing, biracial, multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. I'm here with Love and Action Network, doing, as I said, Throat Chakra Thursday. Love and Action Network is a peer support organization where we encourage, equip, and empower bold dreamers to use their time, talents, and treasure to follow their dreams and make a better world for us all. Our CEP is at Andre in the Flow. You can find him on all platforms at that handle. And we have another practitioner at PWYC 33. You can also find him on all platforms at that handle, and you can find me on all the platforms that matter at Tara Priolo Studio. Today we're going to start with some Black liturgies, then we'll move into the Melody Beatty, and then we will finish up with the Throat Chakra Thursday questions. All right, so in the caption of the Black liturgies, this was posted just about an hour ago. Home sounds different in the mouth of every person who speaks it. I need to click go live on Instagram. Whether you've known it is no, whether you've known it as a harbor or a haunting, we have a right to reclaim it. And Black Liturgies has partnered with Ritual App to create a 10-part meditative audio series that includes reflections, breath practices, and contemplation questions on what it means to remain human, a reality which is always tethered to a place. So the fifth session in the series is on home. Access to the episodes are on Ritual App, and the link is in the bio. So here we go. For reclaiming home, on place and staying human. To make a home, to construct some small site of resistance where you have agency, where you might breathe a little deeper, where you hold the key, is no minor liberation. The oppressor is not only interested in simply stealing the physical space of a people, but the dignity and sense of self that comes with it. It is no accident that this home place, as fragile and as transitional as it may be, a makeshift shed, a small bit of earth where one rests, is always subject to violation and destruction. For when a people no longer have the space to construct home place, we cannot build a meaningful community of resistance. Ooh, child, that's bell hooks. This is why people in power want homelessness and houselessness to persist. Let me read that one more time. It is no accident that this home place, as fragile and as transitional as it may be, a makeshift shed, a small bit of earth where one rests, is always subject to violation and destruction. For when a people no longer have the place to construct home place, we cannot build a meaningful community of resistance. Next slide. For those who dominate and oppress us benefit most when we have nothing to give our own, when they have so taken from us our dignity, our humanness, that we have nothing left, no home place where we can recover ourselves. It's also by bell hooks. Breathe with me now, y'all. Inhale. Let home be my rest. Exhale. I make space for myself. Inhale. Let home be my rest. Exhale. I make space for myself. The contemplation is: what is your relationship to your home of origin? What emotions rise to your surface when you picture its different rooms? How did the physical space of your childhood form you? How is your space forming you now? Explore a memory of a time you felt truly at home. Was home a person, a feeling, a physical space? How did you locate it? I had a conversation years ago with one of my good friends, and good morning, Cindy, geez, with one of my good friends about about what home was like, whether it was a person or a place. For me, home is absolutely a place, but it is the place in which I build. Right? It's not necessarily like this house is a home, but it's a home because I made it a home. And I really I believe that home is mobile, but it is definitely a space. Excuse me, y'all. All right, let's move on to the Melody Beatty. We are on day 5. Just for a little while, stop thinking about all the problems, cries, tasks, everything that's pulling and pushing on us. Be in that quiet space. I love it when my yoga instructor says that to us. After all these years, some of us still need permission to let go. The action of the week. The busier and more hectic your life is, the greater the need to meditate. The more you meditate, the calmer and quieter your life is because you're quieter and calmer. You can be open and flexible in your meditation practices. Maintaining a regular routine is helpful, but sometimes you may need a little more. If you feel so inclined, try something new. Get some books at the library or bookstore or go online. Explore different techniques or don't. Stick with whatever works for you. It's your sacred space. You can decorate it however you'd like. What is important is that it's comfortable for you. Just like home, right? These are interconnected. I hope that when you all are listening to these things that you hear how even though the topics might be slightly different, that often all of these topics are interwoven and intersect with each other. Um, it's really important to see how we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. It's why conversations, speaking of Throat Chakra Thursday, it's why conversations typically come to like the same end um, of what needs to continue because everything is connected, right? Houselessness is connected to poverty, which is connected to race, which is connected to gender, which is connected, right? All of it is connected. All right, Throat Chakra Thursday, and then I'm going fast because I need to blow my nose, y'all. Reflecting on the throat chakra, also known as Vishuddha, involves exploring aspects of communication, self-expression, and authenticity. Here are some questions to guide your reflection. Oh, excuse me again, y'all. I'm so sorry. Let's do what does my let's do inner voice. What does my inner voice sound like? Is it kind and supportive or critical and harsh? How do I respond to my inner voice when it is negative? What practices help me tune into my inner guidance? What does my inner voice sound like? Is it supportive or critical or and harsh? Most often it's critical and harsh. I shouldn't say most often. I would say there are times where it's critical and harsh. Um, and most of that is when I feel behind or I feel like I'm not doing enough in this moment, um, in terms of building my dreams. Um, let's see. How do I respond to my inner voice when it is negative? I try to talk it out with someone. I voice it out. I'm getting better at that every day of like, hey, I'm in this space in my head and how can you help me get out of it? Or, can I just talk this out with you? Um, and then no, where is it? There it is. What practices help me tune into my inner guidance? I think visioning, using my goal getter, being able to sit and think about what's next, getting coached by people who see various different futures for me or various different programs for me, et cetera, et cetera. I am excited to continue that work. And that usually brings me back to a positive place of interaction. Like I said yesterday, and like you may be hearing on the replays, we have co-working today at 1 p.m. No, yeah, 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all know you could come by. We are in the VIP Discord server very often. There are also watch parties scheduled through tomorrow before I go out of town. And then we also have watch parties scheduled for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So you could come hang out with us and bring in the new year. Dr. Flo is also offering free masterclasses almost daily, if not daily. And also is booking for shows and practicing for shows and lifting vocal performance projects and helping people with their courage and confidence, as well as encouraging and equipping and empowering them. So if you have anything that you would like to do with any of our practitioners at Andre in the Flow, at PWYC, or myself, feel free to hit us up at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. We also have Deconstruction Junction tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And that is a change because I am out of town this weekend for my kiddos' first holiday. All right. So on that note, I will see you all tomorrow, same place, same time. And I will be finishing up my 5-day streak with you all. I have so enjoyed it. Leave us some comments. Oh, I didn't even say it. Let us know in the comments what you speak. I speak is the mantra of the day. Continue to be anti-racist, be safe, wear a mask, make good trouble, do good work. I love y'all hardcore. You are loved and lovable, and no one can change that. Joy is our revolution. Step into it and belong to it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Toodles.